Following is the receipts and payment account of Rajdhani Club for the year ended 31st March 2015. Receipt and payment account is given in this question, and there are some additional information. On the basis of these information, we have to prepare income and expenditure accounts and balance sheet. So first of all, I am going to read here additional information because these will be very helpful for you. On the basis of additional information, you may tick the points in your receipt and payment account so that we will not get confused in these accounts. So your additional information number 1 is here, outstanding subscription. You have 2 years subscription, that is of last year and current year. Subscription received in advance. So these two informations are related to subscription. So you should tick mark your subscription in receipt and payment account so that whenever we will write subscription in income and expenditure account, we may treat this outstanding in advance also here. Then the topic is salaries outstanding. So in receipts and payment account, in the payment side there is a point of salary. You should tick this point there. Furniture, tick the furniture amount also. Sports equipments, if you have any sports equipment in receipt and payment account, then tick this amount also. And later on, depreciate furniture by 20% and sports equipment by 30%. You have depreciation on furniture and sports equipment. Now you are required to prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2015 and a balance sheet as at the date. Already I have made formats here. Income and expenditure account, that is for the year ended 31st March 2015, and this is the closing balance sheet. This is the main balance sheet, and why we are preparing opening balance sheet, that is for finding opening capital. Okay, so let's start with the first point. To balance BD, these are the opening balances: cash in hand 4,000, cash in deposit account and cash in current account. These three amounts will be transferred to opening capital in the asset side. Cash in hand, cash in deposit and cash in current account. So what are the amounts of these items? 4,000, 16,000 and 5,200. 4,000, 16,000 and 5,200. Let's move on the next item, to subscription. Subscription we ever note in the income and expenditure account. By subscription, amount is 80,000. This 80,000 I will write in the either column because we have to treat some additional information also here. Then entrance fee. As I told you about entrance fee, that there is nothing mentioned for the entrance fee. So this entrance fee will be treated as your revenue income. So we will write here in income and expenditure account. Amount is 12,000. Life membership fee. Life membership fee is a kind of capital income. So we will add in capital fund in the balance sheet. So first of all, write here capital fund. Leave here blank because we will find this capital from opening balance sheet and then add life membership fees. The amount of life membership fees is 15,000. Next item is newspaper. You are selling newspapers, so this is also a kind of revenue income. So write in income and expenditure account. 200 rupees, only 200 rupees you are selling newspapers. Canteen collection, This is also related to income and expenditure account. By canteen collection, 4,400. Next point, interest on deposit. Interest on deposit, this is also a kind of revenue income. By interest on deposits, that is 1,600. Let's move on the payment side now. Staff salary. Staff salary will be written in expenditure side. And if you remind it that there was a additional information also related to salary, so we will write the amount of salary in the inner column. 35,400. Canteen expenses. I am leaving some space here for additional information. To canteen expenses, these are 3,500. Miscellaneous expenditures, these all expenses are related to revenue income or revenue expenses, that's why we are writing these on expenditure side. 800 rupees. Insurance, on the same place we will write insurance, 2,000. Telephone expenses, as you know that these are daily expenses of in a business, that's why these are revenue expenses, 4,800. Furniture purchased. Furniture purchased means you have purchased an asset, so it will be written in the balance sheet. First I am giving some space here because we will write here the opening balance of furniture, and then we are adding new furniture that we purchased during the year. So what is the amount of new furniture? 15,000. We purchased a new furniture during the year, that is of 15,000 rupees. Investment purchased, we should write the same investment in our balance sheet. And as you know that there is no any other investments in the question, so we will write the investments directly in the outer column, and the amount of investments are 46,000. Next point, by balance CD. By balance CD means these are the closing balances, that is cash in hand, cash in deposit account and cash in current account. Cash in hand, cash in deposit and cash in current account. The amount of these 3 points, 6,700, 20,000 and 1 point is 4,200. So now these informations are completed that was given in receipt and payment account. Now let's move on additional information. Point number 1 is here, outstanding subscription. As we cleared this point when we were discussing about the subscription, so outstanding subscription of last year will be deducted from subscription and the current years will be added. Less outstanding subscription of last year and add outstanding subscription of current year. I am writing here CY, that is the current year. 7,000 of last year and 5,600 of current year. The same outstandings of last year's and current years will also be transferred to balance sheets. Last year's subscription will be transferred to last year's balance sheet outstanding subscription, that is 7,000, and in this balance sheet outstanding subscription, that is 5,600. As you know that these are assets for you because the subscription is income for an NPO, and outstanding means still we did not receive it but we will receive it in future. That's why we are writing these in asset side. Let's move on the second additional information, subscription received in advance. Last year if we are receiving any advance, that will be added. Advance received last year, and if we are receiving any advance in the current year, that will be deducted because last year's advance is related to current year and current year's advance is related to next year. Advance received current year, amount is 2,000 and 2,500. The same 2,000 and 2,500 will also be transferred to their balance sheets. Advance received last year, so write in the liability side, advance subscription, that is 2,000, and here advance subscription, that is 2,500. Try to remind this point that every additional information will be posted two side, means that is the double entry system. Try to remind this point. Salaries outstanding, last year's and current year's the same treatment. We will deduct last year's outstanding and we will add current year's outstanding. Outstanding salary last year, outstanding salary current year. 1,200 is of last year and 1,800 is of current year. So just write the amount, net amount 35,400 plus 1,200, sorry, minus 1,200 and plus 1,800. So you will get the net amount, that is 36,000 of salary. In the same way, we should write the net amount of subscription also, that will be 78,100. Yes, let's move on the fourth point, furniture. Opening balance of furniture is 10,000. So this opening balance will be first written in the opening balance sheet, that in the opening of the year you have 10,000 rupees furniture, and now in the closing balance sheet you will write here 10,000. The next point, sports equipments. Sports equipments you have of rupees 20,000. This is the opening balance. So same point we will write in the opening balance sheet, sports equipments 20,000, and the same 20,000 will be written here, sports equipments. I am writing the sports equipments amount in the inner column because there was a depreciation also on this amount. Now the last sorry. Now the last information is here, depreciate furniture by 20% and sports equipments by 30%. We have to put the depreciation on furniture 20%. So our total furniture is 25,000 less depreciation at the rate of 20% means 5,000. So the net amount of furniture is 20,000, and this 5,000 rupees depreciation will also be transferred to income and expenditure account to depreciation on furniture. Amount is 5,000. In the same way, depreciation on sports equipment less depreciation at the rate of 30%. So 30% of 20,000, that is 6,000. So the net amount of sports equipments are 14,000. This 6,000 will also be transferred to income and expenditure account to depreciation on sports equipment, that is 6,000. So all the informations are completed now. Remind one thing as I am clearing this point, because this may be a question to your mind that ma'am, why the depreciation is charged only on closing balances? Why these are not charged to opening balances? The reason behind this, that opening balance sheet means this balance sheet is prepared at the end of last financial year. Means in the opening of this session you did not use this furniture and sports equipment, and you know that depreciation is ever charged at the end of the year because you are using that asset full year. That's why we can charge the depreciation only on the closing balances. Okay. So all the informations are posting here properly, and now we have to put the total of all the accounts. First of all, we have to put the total of income and expenditure account, because with the help of this account we will find surplus or deficit. If your credit balance is exceeding your debit balance, then we will find surplus, but if your debit balance is exceeding your credit balance, then we will find deficit. Okay. So the total of credit side will be exceed, that will be 96,300. So the same total will be put both sides, 96,300. Out of 96,300, just deduct all these amounts, then we will find 38,200. This is the surplus amount, and we can write here balancing figure. This is the surplus amount. This surplus amount will be added to capital fund. So write here, add surplus 38,200. Now you have to total the opening balance sheet, because with help of this balance sheet we will find the opening capital that will be transferred to closing balance sheet. So as you are able to see that asset side will exceed your liability side. So the total of asset side will be here 62,200. 62,200. Yes, we have missed one item here. Outstanding salary of last year and current year we did not post to their balance sheets. So outstanding salary of last year will be posted here. Outstanding salary that was of last year 1200, and outstanding salary of current year that is of 1800. So now out of 62,200 just deduct these two items. So your opening capital will be 59,000. When you will deduct from this amount these two amounts, then you will get 59,000. This is the capital fund. You can write here balancing figure. This 59,000 will be transferred here, 59,000. Now get the net amount, 59,000 plus 15,000 minus 38,200. So what will be the amount? 1,12,200. This is the net amount of liabilities. Now total both sides. As you know that liabilities and assets will be matched, otherwise your question may be wrong here. So the total of balance sheet 1,16,500. You should check it once. 1,16,500. This was the question number 19. Same process you have to follow in question number 17, 18. So I hope you will complete this question very properly. As I have solved here question number 16 and 19, so on the basis of these questions you may solve question number 17, 18 and question number 20. Okay. Yes. So now we are going to start a new point, that is cost of material consumed, and this is the last point of this chapter. Cost of material consumed. What is the meaning of material consumed? Material consumed means sorry which type of materials are consumed by and not for profit organizations. Like in this you can take the example stationaries or medicines, postage, etc. So there will be some certain items that are consumed by and not for profit organizations during the year. So we have to find the cost of these materials that we will show in income and expenditure account. And you know that all expenses will be shown on the debit side in income and expenditure account. So these will be some material that will be consumed by an NPO. Okay. So in this type of question, you have given opening stock. You will find in the question opening stock and closing stock. These two figures you will find in the question, that what is the opening stock of material and what is the closing stock of material. Easily you will find these. So what will be the method of finding the cost? Actually there are two ways of this. There are two ways of this concept, that how we will find cost of material consumed. The first step will be prepare creditors account. As you know that you are purchasing your material, so obviously there will be existence of creditors. So first of all you have to prepare creditors account, and then second step you will put a formula, and that formula is opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. If you remember that in 11th class we studied one formula that was of cost of goods sold. That formula was also same as this formula, opening stock plus purchase plus direct expenses minus closing stock. That was the formula of cost of goods sold. So this is also same as this formula, cost of material consumed, opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock. This is the first way. And the second way will be that first prepare creditors account and then prepare stock account. This is the second way and this is the first way. These both ways are of finding cost of material consumed to be shown in income and expenditure account. So, but in my opinion, you should follow the second way. Second way will be more convenient for you. Easily you can find proper answer with the help of this second way. You will not get confused while preparing accounts, but in this you may get a little confused. So in my opinion, the second way will be more convenient for you. Let's take one example that will follow the second way. As you know that creditors are our liability, so the creditors balance will start from credit side and stock is our asset, so stock balance will be started from debit side. I am taking question number 21 from your book. Calculate the amount of medicines consumed to be debited to income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2019. You have to find the amount of medicine consumed to be debited to income and expenditure account. As you can see in the question, opening stock of medicine, closing stock of medicines are given, amount paid for medicines during the year, and opening creditors and closing creditors. So just first prepare both accounts as I told you, creditors account and second account we will prepare, that is stock account. Account the same format, particular amount, particular amount. And second account we will prepare stock account. Particular amount, particular amount. Okay, let's start with the first information. Opening stock of medicines 50,000. So this is the opening balance. To balance BD 50,000. Second point, closing stock of medicines 45,000 more than opening stock. You have opening stock, that is 50,000, and now your closing stock is 45,000 more than this balance, means 95,000. So you will write here by balance CD. In bracket you can show this 50,000 plus 45,000, means the balance is 95,000. Point number third is here, amount paid for medicines during the year. Amount paid for medicines. So easily by your common sense you can know that if you are paying the amount of medicines, so obviously you will pay to creditors, because you are purchasing from creditors, so you will pay also to creditors. So this will be written as to bank account. And the amount of medicine is 2 lakh rupees. Whenever you are purchasing any medicine or you are paying your creditors, then the entry will be creditors account debit to bank account. So the posting in creditors account is to bank account 2 lakh rupees. Opening creditors and closing creditors. Creditors are liability, so balance will start from credit side by balance BD. Amount is 20,000. And closing creditors, these will be written in the debit side to balance CD. Amount is 50% of opening creditors. Opening creditors are 20,000. This 50% of 20,000 is 10,000. Here you can show for hint 50% of opening creditors. Okay. All informations are completed. Then just first of all close creditors account. Debit side balance is exceeding, that is 2,10,000. 2,10,000. From this 2,10,000 minus 20,000, then the balance is 1,90,000. This 1,90,000 will be written as purchase. It is balancing figure, means during the year you purchased medicine of rupees 1,90,000, and you know that if you purchased the medicine, it means that is your stock. So the same entry will be posted to stock account also, to creditors account, that is 1,90,000. Now close stock account. 190 plus 50, that is 2,40,000. 2,40,000. Out of 240 minus 95, then you will get 1,45,000. This 1,45,000 will be written here by income and expenditures account, balancing figure. Means this is your main answer that you have to find in the question. Again I am explaining the concept behind these two accounts, that first of all prepare creditors account and the second one is stock account. In creditors account by balance BD to balance CD. In the stock account to balance BD by balance CD. These four amounts will be fixed in every account. Okay. After this, if you are paying any amount to the creditors during the year, that will be written in the debit side to bank account. This is the amount. And balancing figure you will find purchase. This purchase will ever be credit purchase because creditors are here, it means credit purchase. Cash purchase will not be shown in this account. Okay, so the purchase will also be shown in the stock account. And one more thing, the two creditors we are writing here in the stock account, so that is credit purchase. Suppose that if there is cash purchase also in the question, then we will show the cash purchase also here, to cash purchase. You can write here. So here we don't have any cash purchase, so just total of debit side 2,40,000. Out of 240 we just deducted credit balance or closing balance. So if we find the amount that to be shown in income and expenditure account, 1,45,000. This is the final answer of this question. Okay. So it was a sample question of cost of material consumed. On the basis of this question, you should solve some examples, some questions, and rest of the question we will discuss in our next class. Thank you so much.